Welcome back to another episode of Unpacking with Jennifer Satel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and follow so you get new notifications when an episode drops. Guess who's here today, everyone? Drum roll. Adrianne.
Hello!
Adrianne, like I say on every episode even on my own episodes when no one's talking to me and it's just myself, I really appreciate when people I love, people I want to hear their stories and just kind of support in whatever capacity, business, life, whatever. Come on the podcast with me. So I thank you so much. It is going to be painless, Adrianne. I swear to you.
Okay.
It is. It's just a time to just kind of, unpack it all, right? So I just always start with how we met. So you want to say that or what? You tell me.
No, you can say it.
Okay, I'll get the ball rolling. So a lot of times it's a client that I had this other client named Michelle, and I was helping her for a while. And one day she's like, "Hey, I'm going to give your number." A lot of people will tell me like, "I'm going to give your number," and she ended up living like right down the street from you, like really close. And she's like, "Oh, maybe we could just go there today." And I don't think you answered or something. So I kind of forgot about it. She gave you your number. I didn't hear from you for a while, which happens. Then I heard from you. And then, and then we finally just connected. And I would say, what is this? Is this going to be the 4th year or is this the 5th year?
I think it's the 5th.
I do too.
Yeah.
I feel like it is too. So, she's amazing. I absolutely love her. I love so many things about her. And she has a plethora of stories on, just kind of some things that, just so many fun things. And just we have such a great time when we're working together. And I do kind of razz her a little bit. The more I know her, I'm like,
little bit.
A little bit. Come on.
I get so stressed out when I know you're coming, but at the same time, like because I have so much shit, right? Like
Yeah.
I just have so much shit, but you have, and I've told you this before too, it's like you've changed my life. Like, honestly, I love you so much, Jennifer. And I'm just so proud of you for doing this podcast and stuff too, because I just feel like this is where you're supposed to be. I feel like you're in your element, but you've really changed my life. There's, I think I did want to start off getting emotional, but I love you. And I just so appreciate everything you've done for me. Like, I have ADHD and I have anxiety, and you have so all of that being said, it's like when I know you're coming, like it's like I'm excited, but I'm also just anxious because I know I have a lot of shit and I know I have to go through it and I don't want to because I don't want to deal with it, right?
She doesn't. You guys, she's not lying. She's not lying.
I am not lying to you. I have too much stuff. And then just when she thinks I don't, I have a lot of stuff, then I buy more stuff because I have a compulsive shopping problem too.
Yep.
Among a lot of other things. And so, but every time you leave, I feel more at peace and I feel like better. And I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many things that I've been able to keep up since you've helped me organize and stuff like that. But there's still so much help I need because I'm one of those people that needs help every day from so many different sources.
Well, first of all, you also have, you have 100 million things going on. You're like literally one of the busiest people I know, next to maybe, I don't know, the King of England or something. I don't know. You're so busy. It's like you're like, oh, I want you to come back. I want you to come back, Jennifer. Okay, it's June right now. I'll see you in December of 27. And I'm like, wait, we're losing our momentum.
Oh yes, and we have lost our momentum. So I'm ready for you to be back.
So I just want to touch on kind of the beginnings of this. So I say this because with anything and everybody, and Adrianne is an open book. She's honestly, I absolutely love her, not just because she's staring at me right now, but she's just such a she's like the salt of the earth. She has the biggest heart. She's just amazing. But when I met her, she unfortunately had just had her father had recently passed away, correct? Like within that year or something, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So in that year, also on top of that, then your mom was diagnosed, right? Was she diagnosed or she already had
She already was diagnosed. So, yeah, my dad passed away in 2019, but my mom had already been diagnosed for 6 years prior. So, she was diagnosed at 65 years old with Alzheimer's, which is pretty early, but now she'll be 79 this year in November.
Oh, so it was a
Um,
while ago. I didn't know how long it
uh,
was that she was
yeah,
diagnosed.
so it's been
Wow.
13 years, and
Wow.
I haven't told you that. Well, I think I did. I texted you that she's now living with me again, which has been so amazing. But yeah, so yeah, right when I met you, I was dealing with all that, and then so I've been dealing with a lot of grief knowing you too, and, I'm still dealing with it on a daily basis. It's such a blessing to have her actually here with me now, um, which she's probably been with me for, like, 6 weeks now,
I
and
only
it
thought
had
she
been
was gonna be there like a month.
me too. So I am just so
No,
blessed
it's
because you just
wonderful.
it's
It's
so
wonderful.
wonderful to have her here, and, but yeah, I just didn't know. I My brother went on vacation, and she's been doing so well here, and, she was with my brother for 2 years just because, we were scared of all the steps and everything that are in the area, or in my house. I shouldn't say in the area, it's in my house, and so we were worried about it, and at my brother's house, she has, like, a little casita, which is separate, and, it was just better for her at the time, but now I have her home, and it's been such a blessing. I'm just so grateful to have her here
That's
because
awesome.
it makes a huge difference, especially in my grieving process. Because 'cause I'm still even though she's alive, I still grieve her because it's just a different version of her, right? And,
Oh, yeah.
but
Oh,
it's
yeah.
just like now I get to see her in the morning and see her at night, and, like, that just makes all the difference. Like, I'm just grateful, I get to be here it's
That's
just a
awesome.
hard time, though. It's hard. Watching your parents as you get older, I just, like, wasn't prepared for this, like, at all, you
Oh, I
know?
can't even imagine. I mean, my dad passed away in August this last year, and
Yeah.
he had Alzheimer's too, but I was not very close with him, and he wasn't somebody that was in my immediate life on a daily basis. So I saw sometimes the effects, like I saw things happen that I maybe hadn't seen from a couple years before, but most of our relationship was in the last 10 years was on the phone. We would see him like once or twice a year. So I
Yeah.
can only imagine your mom, and you're very close to your mom, and she's a huge, obviously huge part of your life. You're both your parents. And I do see the grief. And with that, I think with the grief of your dad, and maybe it's also grief of your mom. But when I met you 5 years ago, it was a little bit different. There wasn't, I'm sure now it's even worse, obviously, in terms of
Yeah.
memory and remembering and stuff like that. But you had kind of redone the house, and you kind of had, she really hadn't touched, like, you had me come because you really just were like, I just did all this work on this house to make it, just good for your mom, so your mom could be
Yes.
downstairs and not climb the stairs and all this stuff. And then me kind of helping her, just in that. And it was very overwhelming for Adrian. I knew it was. I can tell there's a lot of tells with people, and I can see when she shuts down. I can see when she's not ready to listen to me, probably tell her to get rid of stuff. But one of the things that's really amazing is the growth that I've seen in her, just kind of embracing the fact that she is ADHD, and that's a huge thing because I think a lot of people have ADHD tendencies,
Yeah.
but you kind of understood why, the focus wasn't maybe as where you wanted it to be but you have so much going on. I could see how you wouldn't think it's that. You could just be like, "Well, I'm grieving my dad and I'm grieving my mom and I'm moving," and then you do 47 businesses. You have the busiest social life in the world, probably more than the Kardashians, just so you know. Which, by
I
the way,
doubt
I'm
that.
not a huge fan, but you do love their products, and damn it, they make good products.
They
Devil!
do make good products.
I'm always like, "Adrian, stop supporting their products." And then she's like, "But look at
I
this lip
love that.
gloss." I'm like, "Damn it, it's good. It's good."
Yeah.
Um, but Adrian is amazing, and there's 100 things I wanna talk to her about, but one of the things was the beginning of just me going into someone's, it's very vulnerable going into someone's house for somebody. Like, I go in there and I just think, like, I'm here, and they're probably like, "Oh my god, she's gonna see what mess I have, or she's gonna see that I'm not," or some people will be like, "I tried to organize before you got here." I'm like, don't, because that
Yeah.
you're hiring me because 'cause you're
Yeah.
not. You just need a little help with some systems, and that's kind of what I did with you, and it took a while, and then once you kind of just said, "Okay, I need to talk to doctors. I need to kind of figure out your own stuff," and you did that on your own, and you're like, "Oh, this is so good. Now I know why." But you've really done well in the last couple 3 years. I would say just that first year, it was just a lot. I'm sure you're
Yes.
anxious. I see when you get anxiety over stuff. She also there's certain things she absolutely does not wanna touch, and I can see it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
This time we're gonna touch it." She's like, I have to go. I have to go make a phone call. I gotta go.
I'm busy. I'm very busy. I
I'm
gotta
so
go.
busy. I was gonna go help build a house for the homeless, so I'm gonna go do that right now." And I'm like, "What?"
I wanna do anything but deal
Anything.
with that. Yes.
She's
Yes,
like, "I will pluck out
absolutely.
all the hairs on my head instead of doing this."
No,
And there's
just my
certain
grace.
things that
I usually
I
do my
gave up.
grace.
Yeah, I know, exactly. I just give up. I give up with her
Yes.
on certain things, but she knows that we will tackle them eventually. But she's just so amazing, but just the growth of that and just, like, me being in her home, her not being as anxious. I mean, she's obviously we're very comfortable around each other, but like I said in the
Yeah.
beginning, for a lot of people, why maybe they don't have an organizer or myself come in is because they're embarrassed or they
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna sit there and go, "I can't believe that you don't have all your stuff beautifully labeled and blah, blah, blah." I don't think that way at all.
Yeah.
I just try to think of
No.
the systems that will work for you, and we've had to make some adjustments, obviously, but you've done so good. You've done so good, when I know when she means business too, guys, because she will all of a sudden be like, "When you come tomorrow, there'll be a dumpster," and I'm like, "Shit just got real." Normally, she's like, "Ah, just whatever. Just take your trash
Yeah.
bag to the garbage." This time she'll be like,
Yeah.
"There's a dumpster and I mean business." And it just some people hit that moment and it's just
Yes.
fun. I've seen the evolution of a lot of that. But then you besides the fact that you travel, so you guys you're single, but
Yes.
ready to mingle.
I'm set. Yep, single and ready to mingle.
So she has all this time and she not all this time, but she has time to plan it out a year or so in advance. She also has 2 nieces that are amazing. They're like her daughters too. Like you guys all share the pot of, but they are just getting into the college world. So you get to be such a part of you've been a part of their whole life, but you get to go with them to New York and you get to take them. She's one's going to New York and then one's over here and one's here and one's doing this. And so you
One's
get to
headed to Spain in August,
yeah,
so she's
oh,
studying
yeah.
abroad.
Yeah, so she's doing
Yeah,
abroad. The
so
last your last niece, she went to Italy,
and I
right?
have to be a good aunt, so
Yeah.
I had to
You're
go
the
visit,
best aunt.
yeah. I had to visit Asia and, Florence, Italy, and then Celine will be in Barcelona, Spain, so I'm super
Oh,
excited.
go to Ibiza.
So,
I wanna go to Ibiza if I
that's
go.
okay, so that's where she's choosing. So, Asia chose Venice when I went to Italy, and, it's frozen. Oh, there it goes. It said turn on reaction, sorry, you might wanna cut that.
No, 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 you
It
will.
said turn on reactions. Um, so that is where, Celine, chose as Ibiza, which I know nothing except it's a party place, right?
It's all the music I love, all the
Oh,
music I love,
really? See, it's probably
everything.
all the music I hate. It's
I
probably
know,
all
all
the
the music you hate and all the music I love. And it's a huge party place, and even though apparently I'm 50, like, whatever, I'm 28 to 32 at heart, and I will go there tomorrow and just dance my ass off if I could. So, go and she does the experience, like, Adrienne will go, she'll be like, "Oh, I'm going to" sometimes it's just local, maybe local meaning the United States, like, "Oh, I'm gonna go to
Yeah.
Arizona," or, "Oh, hey, I'm going to Sedona," or, "Hey, I'm going to Montana," or whatever, and I'm just like, "Man, you have a cool life." And then she'll be like, "And then I'm gonna go to Australia, New Zealand, blah, blah, blah." And then you'll come back and you'll be like, "And then I'm going on a 712-day cruise all over the world, and I'm gonna hang out with the
I w
penguins,
I can't
and
wait.
I'm gonna hang out with the penguins in Antarctica, but don't worry, I'm gonna buy 12 more jackets even though I already have 42 jackets for this trip." And then I'm like, "You have no room.
You
You have
don't
no
even
room."
know me anymore. You don't even know me anymore. Okay, true. Fact. I
Sh
will.
She will. She'll buy, "Oh, I had to buy all this because I'm like, "You have all of it. You have all of it. You can shop your closet, you can
Hey,
shop the guest
I'm trying
closet."
to do better. I'm trying to do better
You are.
going in the closet
Yeah.
and looking in before I go to Costco and before I
Oh god,
because
Costco.
Costco is my oh.
Costco. You know
That
what?
is just
I need to have you hang out with my mom because my
okay.
mom is obsessed. I mean, I'm funnier than her, just so you know, but she's pretty good. But she is obsessed with Costco, and every single thing she'll be like, "Jennifer, do you see this shirt? Costco, 6.97. Feel it, feel it. Do you want me to get you one? No, I'm good, mom. I'm good."
Yeah. Oh,
And
Costco has some really good clothing.
they
Like,
do.
it's super soft and nice and comfortable, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You're getting a little short on clothes, so I'm hoping you make a trip to Costco
Don't say that because when you
because
come, you're
when
gonna
we
be
hang
like,
up, you'll see a puff
"What's
of
up?"
smoke. Um, but yeah, you have the life like I just like traveling to me is so important. Like and it
Yeah.
could be local traveling because we can discover things we didn't know about, within a couple state or even our state. We don't see everything in our
Yeah.
state. But you just oh my gosh, I'm always like so just I don't want to say jealous. I don't believe that, but sometimes I'm just like man, I just wanna squeeze into that giant suitcase, take out all your jackets and your 42,000 everythings, squeeze my fat butt in there and go. But you have all of
Let's
these
go.
life things, like, you might as well just well, first of all, you need to write a book, a travel book about it and, like, your stories. I've thought about that a million
Yeah.
times. Just like your stories, it doesn't have to be like, "Oh, here, I went here and ate at this restaurant." Just like your stories. And didn't you last a few months ago, didn't you end up going by yourself on a trip?
Yeah, so that was, like, my gonna be my first trip, on a cruise ship by myself, and then, my cruise got canceled while I was already in Australia,
Oh, that's
and
right. Oh,
then
shit,
yeah.
yes.
And then I'm like, "You know what? I'm already here. I already flew here. I already have a dog sitter. I already have all these things taken care of." I'm like, "You know what? I'm here." And then I had a flight canceled, going from New Zealand, back to Australia. They lost my luggage. I mean, that also all is one huge story. Like,
Well, I
all
plotted
the
the
worst
loss of luggage, just so you know.
they found it though. They
Oh,
found it. So,
don't.
all how dare you?
I called the airline. Lose it, she won't remember it. It's
She
fine.
doesn't need it, and you know what's weird is I did not need it. All the things that they they lost, like, I'm like, "Oh my gosh." And I on one trip, I brought because I had 2 suitcases, which is, so odd for me. But I accidentally was like, "Okay, I'm gonna do really good. I'm only gonna bring one of them with me to New Zealand." I brought the wrong one.
Oh,
So all the stuff that I ideally wanted was in that other one, and guess what? I didn't need it. I still had a great time. I didn't need all that shit, you know?
see?
But I think
See?
I do. That's
Of
what
course.
that's what's part wrong with this brain is I'm like, "Oh, I think I need a
Or
100 of
what
these."
if?
I don't.
What if? What
Yes,
if I
what if?
what if all of a sudden they want me to do a dance and I have to wear a glitter dress
Yep.
perform in front of people? Well, I better
Yeah,
bring
what
17
if?
glitter dresses because I don't know which one's gonna look good. And you're like, "You didn't even dance. You didn't wear glitter because it gets on your skin and you didn't want to." And it gave you an infection because it
This is
itchy on
so
your skin.
true.
Um,
Yes.
but you have I don't know, you just have this and even prior to, me meeting you, I'm sure you had a life where I mean, it sounds like you never just sat at home and picked your nose, like, you were always doing stuff, but I feel like since I've met you,
I do like to sit home and do that though sometimes.
I know, and it's funny too,
Somet
be
It's
because when I
nice just
sit
to
home
relax.
what?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
It is sometimes nice just to sit home and
Oh,
relax, which
you
is something
know
I have to remind myself of because,
yes.
yeah,
Yes.
I wanna say yes to everything and I am like queen of FOMO, like, I do not wanna miss out, I wanna
Ugh.
be there, I wanna do it, I wanna, like and then
Yeah.
yeah,
You
and then
must
it's like
just be so
crash, and
tired,
it's
and then you
like
crash. But, sometimes do you ever feel this, like, if you don't do something? I mean, yours is a little different situation because I mean, I also have Charlotte, so it's not like I'm just but, like,
yes.
last week, my mom had Charlotte for the whole week because she's already been out of school for 2 weeks, and we're screwed until, like,
Okay,
the end of July or June for camps don't start till, like, the 3rd week of June, and she's been out or will
okay.
have been out a month. So my mom had her, and a client canceled, and normally I just have a list of people, and I usually the first person's like, "I'll take it," kinda thing, and I just is like, "I'm not gonna I'm just gonna stay home. I'm not gonna" and I just stayed home, and I was hanging out with the doggies, and I
Good.
was just it felt so good,
It's
but I felt
good.
guilty, and sometimes I feel guilty, like, I should be doing something. I should be at least
Nope.
organizing or cleaning or something, and then I'm like,
Yep,
"No, I don't want to. I just wanna watch
yep.
TV."
Good. we need to do that. We need to take care of ourselves. That's the thing we forget. It's like it's like you can't keep going and on like this empty tank, right? You need to like let it rest, relax, get your tune up, and that's like get your oil change. And that's how you do it, by just resting at home, doing
Yeah.
nothing, you
And just,
know?
like, being at home and not just not doing anything, and it's like, I feel
Yes.
guilty sometimes, and then I'm like, "But why?" Now, it's like, I'm always I plan, like, every minute of every day until I get
Yeah.
home at the end of the night, and then I'm like, I kinda just decompress. Now, I may do chores, but during the day, I plan every minute. It's do this till this so I can go get Charlotte, this till this, and sometimes I'm just like, "Dude, I don't wanna plan every day. I just wanna."
No.
You,
But speaking of planning real quick, I
yeah.
have to share with you something that I just fell in love with. I don't know if you've heard about it, and, it's called the Skylight.
Oh, is it
Sure.
is
It's a
it
calendar.
yes!
It is okay, I just got one. It
Of
is
course.
of course I did. Of course, right? Well, my girlfriend, I had lunch with her last week, and she was telling me about it, and she's like, "Look, like, it is perfect for her and her fiancé," and they, like, put everything scheduled on there, and I'm like, "Oh my gosh." I'm like you said, I have, like, 9 or 10 different things I'm always doing, so I have a profile for each of those things. So whether it be
Oh,
family, travel, Elks, like,
yeah.
whatever it is, that I'm involved in, property management, I have every one has a color now, and so I just have had it for less than 48 hours, and I would encourage anybody that wants to get organized. It is helping me too, because I like to do, and you can do it from your phone. I'm just saying it's amazing. I
Well,
really
it's funny
enjoy
you
it.
say that. I just started recently seeing them at clients' houses. It's so funny
Oh,
how this happens. I will go for example, that I saw one
yeah.
last year, like the end of last year, and I was like, "What is this?" It was, like, kind of like in the dining room area, kitchen area, and I was like, "What is this?" And then when it's like it was resting, I think, or maybe it wasn't the calendar part
Sleep
wasn't up, they
mode.
just had
Yeah.
pictures or whatever,
Yes.
and I was like, "Oh, is this a
Yes.
frame?" Like a digi and she's like, "Oh, no. This will change your life." So she tells me about it, and I'm
It
kinda
does.
like, "Okay, cool." I swear to God, I see it. You know how you don't see a Toyota 4Runner and you go buy one, and then the next day, that's all you see? Like, that's kinda
Yep.
how I felt. Like, then I was going to, like, 3 or 4 houses, and they have this calendar, and I'm like, "Oh, shit. They must have a deal at Costco or something." So, anyways,
No
but I
deal.
see it, and they say that everybody says the same thing. They're like, "It's just so great." So that's really good
It's a game
information.
changer. No,
And
really, for people that are trying to get organized with their life, especially you have a million things going on too from moment to moment. And like my thing is now that I'm getting older, because I'll be 50 in September. So I'm with you. I'm right there. And it's like I just forget stuff. Like even important stuff that I wanted, like I forgot a massage last week and I was so bummed about it because
what?
yes.
A
And it was
massage.
a 90-minute massage,
Ugh.
and I like, oh my gosh, and I it's hard to get into this guy, and I totally
Uh,
missed it, and then I was like, "You know what?" That's why I'm like, "This Skylight is gonna help me because I don't wanna miss a massage again because that's a
no.
priority."
No,
And I
that is
don't
a
know.
priority. That's a
I
huge
know,
priority. It's not like an
and it's a
oil change. You're like, "Whatever,
no,
car. Whatever,
no.
stupid
That's like
car."
getting your car detailed?
Yeah. So, okay, so that's actually good because I've heard, like, seriously, like, I mean, I've seen it, like, I would say 6 or 7 times. Also, that Aura ring, have you seen
Yes,
that? That
yes,
instead of wearing, like, a Fitbit or whatever, you put the ring on? That's another thing, a trend. Like, somebody had it, I was like, "Oh, that's an interesting ring." They're like, "Well, let me tell you about it." Of course, they tell me. I'm like, "Okay, whatever. Forget about it." And then now, every single person, their mom has it. Everybody and their mom,
yeah,
Jesus, everybody has it. And I'm like, "How does the word get out so quick? I don't understand." And I'm always last to
yeah.
the party. It's fine. Everything's fine.
I've had one,
You had? What did you
and
do? You lost it?
well, no, I still have it, I'll be honest. One of the things it's supposed to help you with is sleep, and I just can't wear jewelry when I'm falling asleep,
Me
like,
neither. Me neither.
so I did not like the feeling of having a ring on my finger. So, that's why it didn't work for me
Yeah.
because that's what I was mostly using it for is to see my sleep patterns and stuff like that, and I
Yeah.
was like,
Well,
"Nah."
that's good to know because I don't
So,
like anything on I can't. I can't
then
have
it's
anything on me.
I feel like
Mm-mm.
that's one of its main purposes because then it tells you, like, how, you if you get REM sleep and all of that. So,
Did you only buy 1 or did you buy 5 of them?
I have one.
Okay, good. Sometimes she'll be like, "Okay, let's go through my closet." And I'm like, "Why do you have 3 of the same dresses?" She's like, "Well, I forgot, and then I really liked it, and then I thought I returned it, and I didn't." And I'm like,
And
"Now you're the proud
and
owner
then I
of."
wanted it in and then I wanted it in 3 colors, and then I
Yeah,
wanted
and I went in 12 different colors. Um, okay, yeah, so you're also involved with the Elks, right? And that's
Yes,
huge and amazing and wonderful, but
yes.
I've never s okay, so I've heard of the Elks, I know people that go to the Elks, whatever, but you're, like, in it. You're, like, the freaking, like, president, CEO, I don't know what, you're every role, but they do something, like, every week. Most of
Yes,
the
we
time, I'm
do. We
organizing
are
future parties,
yes, you are. Yeah,
and
you've been involved with the
I've been
Elks
involved with
without
the
knowing.
Elks. I should be the professional organizer of the Elks.
You should. Oh my gosh, we
But
need
they
to
do
get you
some
on
really
that.
great fundraisers. If you guys aren't part of it or if your local area or something, they have some really amazing events and just for good causes and donations and just like all this awesome stuff. I feel like, you're so involved with it. I think wasn't your dad and your mom involved in it or just your dad or
No.
no,
Nope, neither
no.
no, I'm the first, one of my it's just so interesting. What happened is I was a property manager at the time, and I wanted to get to know people in my area, and I loved being of service already, and I went into my local Elks Lodge, and I was like, "Oh my gosh," I'm like, I just found out they did so much stuff in the community and for veterans and kids with special needs, and I was like, "Oh, I wanna be a part of this," I'm like and I actually spoke to the secretary at the office and they sponsored me because you need to be sponsored to be a member, but
Oh,
it's just I've been a member with them now for 12 years. So it's been really cool. I've really enjoyed it. And yeah, I have like a state position, a district position, and a lodge position. So I'm a little busy, but I love it all. Like they're
and it's
all
really good
things I'm
stuff,
so
like really
passionate
good
about.
fundraisers, but
Yeah.
also fun events. Like you have,
Yes.
well, how many costumes do you have? 4 trillion. And
S
I'm always like,
we
do you
have
dress
so
up for
many parties.
Halloween? And you're like, we do a lot of costume parties at Elks. I'm like, oh, you must
Yes.
be really into Halloween costumes. Nope, it's for the Elks. But they have great, I mean,
Themed,
so much fun
themed.
stuff, so many fun parties.
Yes.
And just as a side note, like if you guys can get in that, I actually, I always think about it. I should really just dive in there. I just have a lot going on. So anyways,
When
when
you're
I have a
ready.
little more time, but, if you guys can, that's actually just something I never would have known without Adrianne and her, I
Yeah.
mean, really fun stuff and really for good causes. And, so I wanna talk to you about a million things, but another thing I wanna talk to you about is a while ago, I don't know how long ago. So Adrianne is so outgoing, you guys. I feel like you're even more outgoing than I am. Like you just
Really?
you're
No.
just so friendly and you have moments where you kinda say
Yes.
but not like
Yeah.
you're very extroverted, I feel for the most part, and you just have this amazing personality and you just are very knowledgeable, and one of the things that you did, which I have read upon for so long, I would say within like 5, 6, maybe even longer years, was a life coach. And didn't you
Yes.
do that program?
Yes, I did. I got certified as a life coach. I've had a life coach. It has been such an amazing, like, life-changing thing for me, and, it is one of my goals, one of my many things that I wanna do, in the future, and I have gotten to, like, practice on friends and stuff like that as clients, and I've had so many people encourage me to do it, but it's just something I just have not taken full, action into just because I wanna have, like, the time to commit to that too.
Totally.
Um,
But I think it's a
and it
perfect
but
role
I
for
love
you
it.
because 'cause
Yeah,
you're just so positive and, like, I don't know, I feel that, like, a lot of people like, I know I meet a lot of people, I go to people's homes and, like, most of them are great. I really haven't had too many where I'm like, "Blech." I would
yeah,
say maybe 2 or 3 of the course of 10 years where I was like, "I don't need to help them again, ever." Um,
yeah.
but there's certain
Was
ones
one
where
of them my friend?
No, 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 no.
No!
No, never.
We
No, no,
won't
no, no,
mention
no,
any
no.
names.
Uh, but you're just I just connected with you. I feel like we connected. I just think of you as a friend. Also, I help
Yeah,
you, but I think of you as a friend. I love you dearly, but I think a life coach is something that you just would thrive at. And I know you have to be able to give the time. And I know sometimes we get excited to do new things, and then we're like I do too. Like I'm like I'm going to write 2 books. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. And I'm like, when? When am I doing that?
yeah,
When I'm
yeah.
Charlotte's Uber driver after
I
school? When am I doing it?
yeah. Exactly.
I'm writing while I'm
Um,
driving. But I honestly hope that because I know that there's a lot of things you love to do, and there's a lot of things you try to do, and there's a lot of things that kinda
yeah.
get pushed aside, but I do hope one day even if it's just to a small capacity, just even just a part-time
Yeah.
capacity, because when you
Yeah.
told me that, I was so excited because 'cause I'm like, "If anyone could do this and be, like,
Yeah.
just people would just gravitate to you and, like, your
Yeah.
positivity, it would be
Aw.
you." So I hope that that happens, but if anyone's ever interested, I mean, I joke that I'm everyone's life coach because really, I just
Yeah.
give them a look. I'm just like,
You could definitely be a life
"That's
coach.
my life
You've
coach."
been you've been one of my life coaches, like, seriously, like, for the organizing and stuff, that is part of it. Like, it's part of getting your life, in order. Like, for me, it is, like, a person that, yeah, deals with just, like, being a procrastinator and unorganized sometimes. It's like, I definitely think you're a life coach. Like,
Maybe.
you've been one of my life coaches.
So, yeah, I have. I think you're a procrastinator only on the stuff you don't wanna do.
Yes, and organizing and cleaning are those.
They are. When you're like, "Hey, I'm gonna go to Australia," I already booked it as I'm finishing this sentence, and I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
but do you wanna go through that bin of old shit over there?" You're like, "Oh, not
No,
today. I have to go get my
no.
nails done, and then I'm gonna go stare at myself for a while because 'cause I'd rather
Do
do
anything.
anything
I'm gonna
else."
go clean up after my dog
Yeah, yeah,
outside.
yeah.
I will do anything right now.
Serenity needs poo patrol. I need to go do poo patrol. I love
Yeah,
doing it, and so I'm gonna go
I
do it
need
right
to
now.
do that rather than do this. Yes, I don't know why. My brain's like, "No."
No, I know. I have a lot of people like that, but it's just funny I razz her a little, guys, because it's funny, if you can't laugh at certain things, right,
Yeah,
in situations, there are times where I can tell she's not ready for me to razz her,
yes,
or I see her tells, and that's something that, it's not a bad thing, it's just I read her really well, and I know when she's like, "Not right now," kinda thing, and so I go and
yes.
tinker, like, "How's your garage looking? Is it bad?"
Oh, you are gonna hate me.
Look at my
I'm
face.
already warning you, you're gonna hate me.
How's that
I'm
guest
telling
room?
you, the
How's the guest room?
organizing. Which one?
The one downstairs that I wanna light on
Oh
fire every
god,
time
you're
I'm
gonna
in.
hate me. You're gonna
I'm
hate
gonna
me.
hate you. I still love you.
Hey,
See, I never hate
I
you.
still have 3 weeks before you get here.
Oh god. Wait. You're like, "You hate me this level? It'll be this level by the time we're done."
No, no, I'm hoping to decrease it a
Oh, you're
little by
hoping.
the time you get I'm
Hope. Look at
hoping. Hope. I'm gonna say a prayer.
"Dear Jesus, I would like the guest room to be able to walk in when Jennifer comes and daggers me with her eyeballs."
Yes.
Which is what I do. Um,
Yes.
yeah, okay, so let's just talk about there's a lot of things you do. Let's talk about the other one that's kind of amazing, yet we haven't really dove into it for
Yes.
many couple of years now. So she was gonna we could talk about this,
Wait, is
right?
it
Yeah.
this?
I'm glad you're wearing it
Is
'cause
it this?
I'm glad you're wearing
Is
it.
it
I'm glad you're wearing it.
these?
Otherwise, it'd just be in that other room. Hold on. Is it these earrings? You're like, "I have a toe ring. Hold on."
I
So,
don't. You know what? We don't make toe rings yet. The
they
anklets
will,
we do.
and
Do you
you'll
wanna
buy
see
them
my
all.
anklet? I'm just kidding.
He'll buy all the toe rings in all the land. Um, so Adrienne does so many social things. So and when I say social, I mean, obviously she's traveling and she's with her family and she does all this great stuff for her nieces, her brother. I mean, they're all so awesome, right? And she does all this stuff. But she's also super social, super involved in communities. She volunteers, she does all this stuff. So she found this thing where she's like, "I'm gonna sell jewelry." And I was like, "That's great." Cause at the Elks, you guys have all these fundraisers and like there was all these things going on, right? So I was like, I was so pumped for her. I was the cheerleader of all cheerleaders. So she tells me briefly about it. Like, let's say, I don't even know the month. Let's just say it was like October. She breezes by and she's like, "Oh, paparazzi, boo, boo, boo." Okay. And I was like, "That's wonderful. You could do these little events. You could meet people. Maybe, that's how you kind of, right, build brands and blah, 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 and fundraisers." And she's so giving and everything. By December, she's like, "Hey, when you come today, I'm going to have," so she tells me, let's say in October. I don't know if this is right, but let's just give you a timeline. October, end of
Okay.
October, end of October. She's like,
Okay.
"Hey, I'm gonna do this." And I'm like, "Oh my god, that's wonderful." She's like, "I'm gonna get a little cart. I'm gonna start setting up." So then she's like, "When you come in December, I decided, I think I'm gonna have you help me kinda just set up this paparazzi stuff." And I'm like, "Okay, cool." I'm thinking it's like a cart. I'm thinking we're gonna put like a little light, and I'm gonna move maybe a dresser and, like, she opens up
You had no idea.
this other
You
guest
could
room,
who
and
could know this? Who could
she bought all of paparazzi.
I'm part owner of
She
paparazzi
actually
now. I'm
her
just
last
kidding.
name is now Paparazzi. I don't know if you guys know this. But it was so funny because I was like, "Whoa, I thought this was like a cart, like a
Yeah.
rolling cart." Anyways, and
I don't
it's
like to do things a little. You know me, Jennifer.
you're
Like, I
never
don't like to do
you're
things just, like, halfway, like, "Let's go."
I don't even think 100% is your max. I think it's 500%. She
Yeah.
goes balls to the wall. I open up this other guest room, and I'm just like, I mean, even my eyeballs popped out of their sockets because I'm like, I'm imagining a cart and like maybe a desk set up. I was like, so she could do her videos. Oh my god. Oh
Yeah.
my god. And, we won't really dive into, that we will I've tried to help her. We've definitely organized. I mean, it's organized to the capacity-ish that it can be in terms of, but when
You're
does she
not
have the
going in there.
when she has the time to sell it is never, never is when. Never. But here's the best part. She owns
Yes.
paparazzi now. No, just kidding. But anyways, so she has all this stuff. It's this whole room, and then I'll be like, "Oh my god." And she'll be like, "Jennifer," 'cause I'm like, "Hey, what's going on with this? Are you okay? Is this the new year?" Like, giving you the pep talk, and you're like, "Yes, this is my goal." And she'll give herself a bite-sized goal, right? She'll be like, "If I could do, like, one a month or one every other month, like an event, I think that's pretty good. You could do, like, 4 or 5 events a year," let's just say. She hasn't really
Yeah.
done that in a while. I think you've done a couple,
I
but
haven't, but I have a new goal. Do you want
there
me
it
to
is.
share it with you?
There it is.
Okay.
Once every 4
No,
years.
no, that was the last goal. So, no, this goal is that each week for the month of June, I'm starting it for June, so just started yesterday, I will try and sell 100 pieces of jewelry, right? That's my
Whoa.
goal. I'm gonna do lives, I'm gonna give it away, I'm gonna, like, just meeting people. Actually, for your listeners, for the 5 first people that follow me on Majestic Class Gems, I will give them a free piece of jewelry.
There we
But,
go.
like, I I'm going to, basically do it for every week. I'm gonna try and sell 100 pieces, right? If or give it away, right? If I
Totally.
do not, then it gets donated. I have
Okay.
to donate 400 pieces a month if I do not sell them or if I do not give them away. How do you like that?
I think that is a doable goal because the
It's a
end result
doable
but the
goal.
end result is it's leaving the building after a
It
while.
is. It is.
Start with box number 1 because now you're at of
That's
the give
it.
of the I mean, because now
We
you're
don't
at
wanna go.
you know, but you're at
We
box
don't even wanna
10,000,
think.
but start at box 1.
I'm starting at box 1. We are starting there and going it's not 10,000. What did you say?
I'm like
Like
9,000
1,000?
bins. I'm sorry. I misspoke. I do exaggerate.
There's
It's
like
9,000 bins.
200.
Oh, get out of here. 200 filled to the brim where you have to sit on to lock it down.
Maybe.
Maybe. Um, so yeah, no, that's a very good goal. And then the end result is a
Thank you.
donation, which you are very good about. She's awesome about donating. She does a lot of stuff, like she'll get gifts and stuff, and a lot of times, or people give her stuff and maybe she has already that or whatever. So she hangs on to that stuff, and that's stuff that she uses for the Elks. That stuff she donates to like homeless. I mean, she does so much for the homeless, you guys. I mean, not last year, but the year before, I brought Charlotte and we were able to do the gift bags and kind of help out.
Yes.
And we wanted to do it again this year. It just didn't work out. But the thing is so she's very giving, even though she has, we joke about all the stuff she has. When she's getting
Yeah.
rid of stuff, like people are definitely appreciating the fact that you're so generous and giving it to people who just don't have it. And even, giving away the jewelry, that'll help clear out some of that stuff. Cause I joke with her
Yes.
so much, but there's been a couple times where I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get her when I see that door, and I could tell on her face, she's like, don't say anything. And I'm like, "Oh, cool. Okay, well, let's keep going." Because I already know she's gonna be like, "Not today,
We're
Jennifer."
not looking at that room today,
Yeah.
Jennifer.
I see
Do not
nothing.
do not look.
Do not look. Do not look. Yeah,
But you know
she
what? One thing
uh
I have to say though is you are so like as much as we joke and stuff like that, I do feel like you are not judgmental at all. You do come
thanks.
into my house and I feel like you make me feel comfortable and I'm just like I know that I'm going to get shit taken care of. It's going to be straightened out today. Like I know when you come like there is a huge difference. Like not even in just that day. It's like my next 6 months or whenever I see you, it just feels better because my life is more organized
Thank
because
you.
things are so hectic and crazy. It's like it is great to have those things, but yeah, you're always so yeah, you coming in my house, I always feel better when I once it's done.
Yeah.
The process of it, because I am so like have so many things going on, I'm like, cannot feel good sometimes, but that's just
Yeah.
me. That
Oh,
has
yeah. No, 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 and
that's
it is.
nothing to do with
Sometimes it's
you.
a shit show, and then you're like, "I swear, it's gonna
Yeah.
look better. I swear."
Yeah.
The one thing that I've noticed too with you is you've been really good too with, a lot of stuff. I mean, when I joke with her garage is large, so there's a lot of storage space for some of the party stuff and, the stuff that you don't use every day. But she's
Yeah.
really good. Everything has changed in terms of when I go and help her, but she's really doing a good job kind of maintaining and knowing where those spots are and actually trying to really put them in those spots. So
Yeah.
it's like I may not be there, but she's upkeeping it a lot better. Now I will not say the garage. I've seen it a million times. And if a bomb could go off in there and just call time of death, that's okay too. We're fine.
You would be very
You
happy.
have
I think you
insurance.
would be happy.
You have insurance.
And and the truth is, know half the stuff that was in there.
Huh?
The truth is, I wouldn't know half the stuff that
You
was
would
in there.
not. 100%.
No. Because I haven't gone to it, I have kept it, like, just
Mhm.
because I'm like, "Oh, what if? What if I need it?" And then I love how you kinda have helped me with and I do use this thinking even though you don't think I do, is, like, sometimes you're like, if it's something that's, like, 20 bucks, like, are you really gonna let it hold space there? And that makes a huge difference, and when you think about it like that, it's like, some of the stuff I have is, like, less than 20 bucks, and it's so easy to just get rid of it, and then if I need it, like you said, in the future, then I can buy it again, but it's like I still have way too many what ifs, and I'm gonna use this someday, and it's just
Yeah.
yeah,
Well,
and
I
I come
also
from a
have
family of hoarders, like, we're like, "Let's keep everything!
yeah, no, it is
Don't let it
it
go!"
I know, it's so funny, but one of the things that's funny too is like, you oh man, I was laughing with you and now I forgot what I was gonna say. Wait, it's so good. I'm on the edge of my seat. Hold on one second. One of the things that oh, the $20. So keeping the what ifs, right? And it's like you honestly you tend to go like towards the back, like in the corners, you're never there. You go to the stuff that's the easy stuff
Yeah.
because that's where I put the stuff so you could gravitate to. So sometimes I think to myself, I bet I could get rid of half of this stuff and she would not be the wiser. I would never do
You're
that.
probably right.
I think
I know.
take away probably. I'm just saying, take away the word probably because I'm right. But
No,
with
I know
her
you're right. I know you're right,
but the
actually,
thing is
it
or I'll tell her, "I've seen this for a really long time, still in the box, still brand new, next raffle, this is a great spot," and she'll say, "Yeah, let's do take away probably, take away
I think I
probably,
heard you say that one time or 2 times
take away I think."
in an hour. Oh my gosh. Well, one
Um,
thing you'll be happy to hear is that for my 50th coming up in September, instead of getting things, because like I don't need anything and there's nothing that I need somebody to buy me. I have basically asked people to donate. So
there we
they
go.
could donate to the Alzheimer's Association. They can donate to my Thanksgiving Day, which this will be my 13th year. We go down to Skid Row and help the homeless.
Oh,
And
yeah,
I
you
am doing an Amazon list. People can purchase from the Amazon list or they can donate money, but I don't need anything. I
no,
have everything that I want. I don't need anything else. And I am going to have a lot of people that I want to invite, family and friends. And um, I don't need more stuff, as you know. And so I figured, you know what? That saves me having to buy some of this stuff. And so it's doing something good. And I don't need anything else. Like, I
No,
am
that's doing something amazing, and I will tell you that is amazing because you do so many things and you're part of so many, charity, like so many things. You do Alzheimer's walks and this, and you're a huge part of
yeah,
all of these things, and it's so important to you, and you don't need anything because when you go to Costco,
I
you just
don't.
buy what you need when you want it, and that's as we get
Yep.
older. I think that's just kind of a thing in general. Like, you see something you want, you're like, "Oh, I like that," and
Yeah.
then someone asks you what you want for
Yep.
Christmas, you're like, "Well, I kind of already bought everything I wanted," like, you kinda buy it as you go.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's so great, but the homeless thing you do, I mean, it's a year buildup of donations, it's a or, close to a year, so, getting all the stuff, and then
Yeah.
that week before, month before, your house is just and then it's command central, and everyone's
Crazy.
doing that, and then they give it
Yep.
all, and it's so great.
Yeah.
So, if you, aren't invited to her party, but you still wanna donate, you can do that as well too, because 'cause she'll include that
Yes.
Amazon wish list on the
Yeah.
on the podcast, because she's just so generous and kind and all of these things, and I just adore her so much, and just hearing some of her stories we can talk about, and just briefly, we don't have to talk on this, but you are sober, and that was something that you was a process, right?
Yes.
When did you start
So
doing
I
that?
actually so that was actually during COVID, which is crazy because,
That's when everyone was
I feel
drinking.
like exactly right. It's like, I was just like, "Oh my gosh." I'm like, I come from a family of alcoholic, and, it was just always just, something I knew that I just wasn't, like, happy with myself. Like, it really was just something there's so many people that I have around me that are like, "I didn't know you were an alcoholic." Like, "I didn't think you were like that." And I'm like, just like and I'm like, it really didn't have to do with what with anybody else. It's how I felt inside, you know? And, so it was in May 25th, 2020. So I just celebrated 6 years,
Oh,
on Memorial Day, which
yay.
was really cool. And,
Yay.
so I'm sober from alcohol and marijuana, which is 2 things I did for almost 30 years, you know?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
it was just like and it wasn't a problem till it was, and I just was not happy. Like, I was not internally, I was not happy. I really just knew that there was more to life than, like, yeah, just being hungover and just wasting my whole weekend. Because 'cause I'm like, once again, with everything, right? I just go
Feast or
balls
famine.
to the wall.
Balls to the wall,
I'm like,
baby.
let's go, you know? So it's like, oh, people are like, oh, I could just have 1 or 2 drinks. I'm like, that has never been my story. I thought it was my birthday every time I drank. I'm like, it's my birthday. They're like, it's
I'll
not your
take
birthday,
42
Adrian.
shots,
It's my
please.
birthday. Oh, if somebody lined them up, I would try.
So, let me ask you
So
this. So, you were the one that kind of said it to yourself, like, "I don't like how I am." No, nothing happened specifically, nothing terrible, like, you didn't get in an
no,
accident or you didn't fall down or anything like that, where you just said, "Oh, shit." Like, this is you
yeah.
waking up and just saying, "I need to change my fucking shit," right? Pretty much?
Well, yeah, I mean, just living in an alcoholic family, had amazing parents, but they were alcoholic. And
Mhm.
I had a grandmother living with us too that was an alcoholic. And I just like really like it was like a come to Jesus moment almost because I was just like my dad had just passed away a year before and he was actually drinking when he fell from the stairs in our home and he
Oh,
cracked a
that's
skull and
right.
had a brain bleed and, that's alcoholism in my family, and, that didn't stop me. That didn't stop me from drinking, and, then I was, already caring for my mom and
Yeah.
I was living with her, I had lived by myself for 11 years and now I'm here, caring for my mom and I was like hungover sometimes and just not feeling good. And I'm like, my mom became my kid and I didn't want to be hungover, like having to care for her. If something happened, I wasn't like gonna be, 100%.
Right.
And so, yeah, I think for me, it just was like I didn't have to have this rock bottom, like low point. Thank God,
Yeah.
because it's like I could have had I had been one of those people that has drank and drove, and I'm not proud of it, but it's
Y
what has
yeah.
happened,
Oh,
right?
yeah. Oh, yeah.
And I'm so fortunate. I mean, I could very easily be in jail. I could very easily, have done something that could change my life. And, um, so I'm grateful that, like, this just happened. And, I've also just with working like my programs, I really developed a better relationship with my higher power, which I do call God. But like just having that, like just having that in my life again, it's like I'm so grateful I have a relationship with God again.
Yeah.
I grew up Catholic, and not like there's anything wrong with that, because there's still a lot of things I love about Catholicism, and just it's in my blood. I was baptized that, but it's it's not my religion anymore. I feel like I'm several religions. That's
Sure,
kind
sure,
of how
sure.
I feel. Like I just feel like but I just feel like it's just been such a process, and I'm just so grateful that um I just like get to wake up every day, and I'm just like in more gratitude, more peace, more serenity, than I've ever had, and I still can't believe it. Like I tell people, like my best girlfriends who are all still drinkers, and I don't know that any of them are alcoholics, like I don't identify but they're just like, I can't believe it's been 6 years. And I'm like, yeah, me too. It is. If you had asked me when I started, like, oh, and I still say this to this day, I just do this one day at a time. Like, I don't know that, tomorrow, I hope, I continue to be sober, but I just don't know. Like, I can't predict the future. And, but the
Right,
person I am today and how I feel now is so much like, there's nothing that, I couldn't buy this feeling. I couldn't buy this, like, just being present more, and just being in the moment more, and being able to be, I think I'm a better daughter. I'm a better friend. I'm a better sister. I'm a better aunt now. Because of it. So
yeah.
that's just, yeah, I'm just so grateful for it. But
Yeah, I'm
yeah,
so proud
6
of you
years,
too. I didn't
crazy.
know it was 6 years. I knew it was like I thought it was like 4 years. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And just like your life, you just you didn't need to hit rock bottom. You just realized, "Hey, I like you said, I just want to be present." And I mean, I don't drink nearly like I did ever since I had Charlotte, but when I maybe will drink like once every other month. And yeah, I'll drink more drinks than I should and maybe feel a little shitty. And of course, it used to take you 2 hours to recover. Now it's like 4 days. And, but that I
Yes,
don't really
exactly. I hated that.
oh god, I'm
I do
like
not miss that at all, because that would be me all the time. Like,
yeah,
my whole weekend was gone. I
yes,
was like, "What?"
yeah, yeah, and, like, a few months ago, we took our friends to dinner as, like, a thank you because they always help us with Charlotte, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, I'll have a drink or 2." I had, like, 5 drinks, I felt like dog shit, and I was like, why? I don't drink at all, like 99% of what I don't drink, 1% of the year I drink and have and, just enjoy it, it's fine. But it's just the recovery, but just that you did it on your own and, like, you woke up and you said, "Hey, I just don't wanna feel shitty, and I gotta take care of my mom, and I gotta be present, and I gotta be not in a haze," 'cause, you feel like dog shit.
Yeah.
You do. You
Yep.
feel like dog shit. It takes how did I do it before where I'd go to sleep for, like, 2.5 hours. You'd get home, like, at 3 in the morning or whatever. You had to be up at
We were
6,
young.
and
We
we'd
were
get up and
young.
we would just be like, "I'm going to
I
work."
see it. I still see it in the young in the young kids. Sometimes, like,
God.
I cannot anymore. I
And when
cannot
and
function
when
like
I
that.
say I feel young, I say that sentence and I know that I'm not young because I was the other when we
Yeah.
took him out to dinner, it was like 2 days of
Yeah.
me, like, feeling like dog shit, and I'm like, "What a waste of a Sunday, Monday." Like, that just was stupid. But yeah, that I'm just so proud of you. So many things. I mean,
Oh, thank you.
you have other, other things that you're part of and, you I don't know, you just it's some things aren't not everybody's wrapped in a bow every single day and perfect and, it's not
Yeah.
everything's picture perfect, and you may not have been a mean alcoholic, may not have been a sloppy alcoholic or drinker, you may not have been a drinker, you may not have fallen on the ground, people would have never known but then you said, "Hey, I just don't wanna
All
feel
of
like
those.
this,"
I've
you
been
know?
all of those.
Yeah.
I have been all I'm not gonna lie, I've been all of those. I've been the one that was mean. I've been but then people were like, "You were so funny." And I'm like, "It's not funny when I wake up and you have to tell me everything I did." Like, that
True
was,
story. True story.
or I had to find out what was going on. Like, I would call people the next day, like, "What happened? What did I do? What did I say?" I
Did I
hated
say
that.
anything?
I
Did I
l
say anything?
Yeah, yeah, I did. I stood on tables and danced and it got crazy.
My
And they're like,
god.
"But you were funny." And I'm like, "It's not funny. I don't remember it." Like,
It was
that was
funny
the
to
thing
you.
too, like, blackout. Yeah, I'm all I that was my problem is I did a lot of blackout drinking and I just yeah. So, and
Wow.
I know I would fight with people, like, and I'm like and then I would a lot of apologies, like, and
Yeah.
that was a lot too, I would say more in my 20s and 30s.
Sure, sure,
Um,
sure. Yeah.
but it was the basis. It was definitely a basis of, where it was leading and yeah,
But
it couldn't have gotten
the
better.
great thing about this that you did the program right, whatever, it's not who you are now, but, like, you have such a zest for life with 0 alcohol. You don't need a
Yeah,
gummy. You don't need anything.
yeah,
You just go and you take fucking life by the horns or whatever you wanna call it, and you just go and you do and you travel, you have fun. You have the best stories and not one you didn't need anything to alter that. That's just your natural being, you know? And,
yeah,
that's pretty special because I know a lot of people, would take take gummies, use the vape, like, every day. I watch clients' houses,
yeah,
I'm like, "How are you working and doing a vape?" Like, I don't or, like, taking gummies,
yeah,
I'm like, "I just couldn't do that." That's just not me personally, and I'm not judging, I'm just saying, like, you just go and do a zest for life, and it's just an appreciation of life and who you are and trying to better yourself every day like most of us are trying to do, and, um
yeah.
you have, you're involved in so many things, and that's something I would say I hope one day I can do all of that and, like, volunteer and do all those things and just have the time to do it, because you're just such a giver and you have such a good heart and you're just awesome and your family's
Oh.
awesome, everybody's awesome, your dog's awesome. My dogs miss your
Oh,
dogs
Serenity.
or your
Oh, I
dog.
know. Serenity's ready for them,
I
huh,
know.
then? Are
Except
you ready?
except about halfway through, Lily's like, "I'm out."
I know. I know, 'cause Serenity's a bully.
Serenity's jumping circles over Lily, and I'm
Serenity
like Lily's like,
let's
"Not
see.
today, lady." Is Serenity
Serenity's
gonna
gonna
be
make a
on?
quick yes, she's gonna make a
"Hi,
quick appearance.
Serenity.
"Say hi, Beth."
Hi,
She can't
Serenity."
she can't hear you because I have the AirPods
Oh,
in,
that's right.
but she's your new guest.
She's very, very quiet. But it's so
I
funny
know
because when
which
Lily
people
and
never
Hazel
say.
came over that one day, they passed out before they even got in the car fully seated. They were just like it's so fun. They have a great time, but it's hilarious. And then Serenity's down for 2 days. She's like
Yes.
she's like, "What the fuck, lady? This is great." Um, yeah, so, yeah, you just all the things. I don't know. I there's so many things I can talk to you about, I wanna talk to you about, and but I just want everybody to know that if you ever wanna volunteer, if you ever wanna be a part of the Elks, be a part of the community if you can, if you have the resources, like, Adrian is the person to talk to. Adrian's the person that can guide you because I swear to God, she does so many good things with nobody even knowing. Really, nobody even knowing.
Thank
I know
you.
because I see all the Elk stuff, and I had to
You
ask.
see everything.
I'm like, "What?
Well,
Who's having a what was the party? Who's having a surfboard charcuterie party? Like, what? Why do you have 150 surfboard shaped charcuteries?" You're like, "Well, I'm having a party." I'm like, "Of course. Of course you are."
yes. And so what's interesting though that you're bringing all that stuff up too. So recently too, because I just have a lot of free time right now, I thought that I would start a nonprofit and it is called the Giving Tree Effect, EFFECT.
Oh,
And I actually have a Facebook page and I am gonna be starting a nonprofit so that people that do want to like help volunteer or get in contact with me or whatever, I
oh,
just I really wanna continue to give back, and that's something I wanna do, so I just started that. So,
I didn't
um,
even know. And look at I was saying you're the
just
perfect
another
person to talk to. Who knew that you're
yeah,
gonna have a place that you can
yes.
actually
So
talk
reach
to?
out to me if anybody's interested in any of those things. I hope that my goal really in life is to continue to, like, just give people continue to love and give people peace and serenity, which is what I want in life. So I'm just trying to give that back to people and, so yeah. And I would always be excited if somebody wanted to reach out to me or
Oh
ask
my
any
god,
questions.
I
I'm
love that, and I didn't even know.
yeah.
See, that's like
I know you
what
did it, and
perfect
because I'm
timing.
just learning myself, but yeah, I
Shit.
definitely have thought about it for a long time, and so, yeah, I'm like, I'm gonna, and once again, you know how I like to start things though, so I've started it's just one of the many things, but this is something I've been so passionate about for so long. So,
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
so
you're
we'll
so
see how.
involved, I can see this being the next step, absolutely, you're so
Yeah,
involved, and you're just such such a giver back to to people in the community, and because, you're able to do it is just really awesome, but I had no idea, like, you just blew my mind, and
yeah.
what are the chances I would have said that, and then you're like, "Oh,
I
PS,
know,
PS, I just opened a
I know, I'm like,
Facebook page, and I'm gonna have a website about the same thing you just
yeah.
said." Oh my god, I love it,
Perfect.
so your mom's there now.
Yes, she is,
And how's that
and it's
how is that going? Like, you got her room all set up and everything, so everything's back to
yes.
yeah,
It's been amazing to
I
have
love
her
it.
here, and oh my gosh, I love it because with the progression of Alzheimer's, right, it's like, there are days where sometimes she doesn't open her eyes. There are days where she would just open her eyes for short periods of time, but she would have her eyes closed but still be talking and stuff. But it would just be hard because my brother fortunately, me and my brother only live 18 minutes apart, and we are such a great team. Like, I could not have taken this great of care without my brother, without my sister-in-law, and without our caregivers. Like, we we really just have this great team, and it's definitely takes a team to take care of somebody sometimes. And plus me and my brother have always or recently, I would say in the last 5 years, because the first 2 years we really did it a lot on our own. We did have one caregiver, that helped us out, but then my mom wasn't sleeping at night and stuff like that, so it was really hard for us to function and be able to do the things we wanted to do, so we also decided, "Hey, we wanna be just her son and her daughter," and that's when we started getting more caregivers.
Yeah.
And, I'll be honest, like, I just love having her here, and I'm so blessed. So when my brother got back from his vacation, I was like, "I want her here longer." And so we had this heart to heart, and we both know that we want more time with my mom. So what we decided is we're gonna do it every 4 months. So I have her till the end of August, then he'll get her for 4 months, and then
Oh, that's
I'll
awesome.
yeah, so she'll go back and forth for 4 months period until we can't, right? Because obviously there might be a time where she can't go back and forth, but she can. And she's a person that graduated hospice because which is very rare, like people but because she has Alzheimer's, she literally everything else is super healthy with her. Like we did blood work, everything else came back healthy. So if she did not have Alzheimer's, she would be fine. We would be traveling with her everywhere
Yeah,
because that's what she wanted to do, and she didn't do it because my dad just wasn't huge on flying. He had an incident where he got scared of flying, like, they had a bad flight, and, you know, I just feel like I wish she would have been able to travel more, and so sometimes even when I'm traveling, I'm like, "I'm doing it for you, mom," it's
yeah,
like
that's
she loved
awesome.
traveling. Yeah, so I think that, but yeah, it's just we're really, really blessed, like, and also we have so much help though, right? So there's a lot of people that are like, "Oh, I wasn't able to do that with my parent," I had to put my parents in a home, and this is my thing. Everybody has to do what's best for them. You don't know everybody's situation, whether it's they have kids, whether mentally they can do it, right? We're all in different situations, so I would never judge anybody for what they decide to do.
Yeah,
And in fact, one of my mom's wishes was that because she took care of my grandmother that had Alzheimer's that lived with us, that she didn't want to have to put us through this. But we want to. Like, that's the only reason she wanted it. Her wishes were to be that she would just be in a home,
right,
but we never wanted that. And she isn't a burden to us. We love her, but we're also financially able to have all this help too.
right,
So
right, right.
we're grateful for that too. So, but yeah, it's just been so awesome to have her here. The only thing is I am just not used to, of course, living with a bunch of people. So that's been an adjust. I'm in a period of adjustment because I've been living by myself for 2 years, right? So
Yeah.
it's just a period of adjustment. And my mom's the best roommate, but
She's top tier.
she's she's number one, excellent. Everybody else
Everybody else is
is
questionable.
an adjustment. Yeah. No, they are amazing. I am grateful for them, but it's just been an adjustment, right? It's like, I'm used to getting up in the morning and just, having some time to just like, be quiet and silent. And then there's somebody always in my home now. So
Yes.
too. So it's like it's just an adjustment.
Sure.
And but that I would give up all of that just to have my mom here. I mean, that's one thing I've just been so grateful. Like, she is the person that raised me and took care of me and has loved me, and now we get to do that for her, you know? So
Mm,
it's really
I
been a
love
blessing,
that.
but it's just been a like, mentally, though, and emotionally, it can be hard, but I think that's just part of it, right? It's like, it's part of grieving and part of, loving somebody sometimes that it's not easy, right?
Yeah.
There's times where it's tough, but yeah, I'm still just so grateful. I'm grateful to have her here and, yeah. So, no, it's been fun. It's been fun. So I'll
I'm
get her
really
till
happy to
August.
hear that because I know we didn't touch that room because I felt like it was gonna happen at some capacity, like, we just kinda just said, "Let's not."
I kept manifesting it. I'm
Yeah.
like, I want it to happen." And then my brother was going away for 3.5 weeks, and I'm like, "Oh, she's coming here."
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like, I want her here. So it's gonna work out great because he's gonna take another trip at the end of the year, and so she'll get to be with me for Christmas, and Christmas is their favorite holiday, so I'll get to I only have a few Christmas things, right?
Like 1. She has to share it between all the family. And it's so funny, you guys, not to change the subject of this, because talking about Alzheimer's and her mom is so special and wonderful, but it's a sad and it's a grieving thing, so please know this. But
Yeah.
on a side note, when she said that about the Christmas stuff, she still has, like, matching Christmas pajamas that she's never opened, and it's funny as I started doing this thing with her, and I don't wanna say I developed it because of Adrienne, but in her garage, I would, like, turn a bin a certain way, or I would do something so I know she was lying to me because she's like, "Oh, yeah, I use those all the time." And I'm like, "No, you don't. You don't. You're lying to my eyeballs
Do
right
you do
now."
it at home now?
Yeah. No, I do it at other people's houses. I'm like, "Don't lie to my eyeballs. Just telling you. Those Christmas
I'll
pajamas
usually
are gonna
tell you.
leave the building because you've had them. And because she does not buy, like, okay, let's say there's 6 family members. She'll buy 66 pairs of the pajamas, not 6, and she'll be like, "Oh, I accidentally ordered some more, so I'm gonna give them as gifts until my last breath." Because you have so many. And then that's 1 year. And then the next year, she's like,
Yes.
"But I didn't really want those Christmas pajamas anymore, so now we got another set. And then I got slippers
Yeah.
because guess what? They were $5, so I bought 500 pairs because I'm gonna give them as gifts." And I'm like, "What, are you gonna wear them on your hands?" See, that's when I
Maybe.
razz you guys. It's just fun. Um,
Yes. No.
but I do this little trick with her, so I'm like, "Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me because I know you
Oh,
don't use it." Yeah,
I
you
don't
don't.
lie to you.
You don't lie to me. Ish.
I'm like, I haven't touched.
Oh, and her other addiction, okay, here's her other addiction. When she
Okay.
travels, I've organized her travel section 7,000 times. I made this beautiful area that's all the travel products you need. She's addicted to going, like, to Walgreens or CVS when she's traveling
CVS.
because she's afraid that apparently the 7 tubes of baby toothpaste, she needs 42 more, and she needs hand sanitizer, and I'm like, "Didn't I just make this
This is
whole
true.
beautiful section for you? Shop
You
that."
did, and
Shop that.
I know. You are correct, but and I will be honest, a lot of the times, even this is what happens, not specifically with the toiletries because you have told me that before, but, like, I forget I buy things, and that's another thing.
No.
It's like, yeah. And so then when you see another CVS bag over here and then another one, it's like, oh, but it even happens with like gifts. Like, I feel like that's why the Skylight calendar is going to be helpful because I'm going to put in there what I bought somebody for a gift or whatever. So I
Oh, you
don't buy
need
them
that.
another gift. Yes.
That is gold.
But but what's kind of cool is they're all going to be gone for Christmas. So I'm not really doing a huge Christmas thing for
Mhm,
them. So I
mhm.
can't really blame, oh, I'm buying all this Christmas stuff because I'm
Yeah.
not.
If
They're
they're
going to be
not gonna
gone.
be here, you could just regift all the stuff that we've made gift bins of, and they won't know. They won't know.
No, you know what they're all getting? Oh, shoot, I don't want them to listen to this podcast and hear it, but they're all getting the Skylight. I'm like, literally, that is a game changer, and it is for my whole freaking family because they're super unorganized too, and
Yeah.
it it is awesome.
Well, you're still trying to
Yeah.
get your brother to let me help him. I know you are.
Yes. Yep.
He's not there. He's not there, but he will be
He's
one
not
day,
there yet,
hopefully.
but he will hopefully. Hopefully by the end of the year. We'll see. I'm gonna start asking him again only because he just did his first marathon on Sunday in San Diego, the rock and roll one,
Oh,
in
yeah.
14 years. So it's his 10th marathon he's ever done.
Wow.
But yeah. So I'm like, I feel like he's getting motivated. Maybe he's getting in this rhythm. You never know.
You
We
never
might be able
know.
to get him started.
Whenever he's ready, but it's when he's ready,
Yes.
not when we're ready or I'm ready.
I know, I know,
Um,
but it would I just know you change people's lives so much though. You're just like the calendar I wanna sell you. That's why when people are like I've had any
Thank
friend that
you.
says, "Oh my god, I need help." I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you should reach out to my friend Jennifer. She's amazing." Because it really is. Like, when you know about things that are helpful and good and useful for you, like, you wanna share it with other people, you
Thank
know? You're
you.
like, "Look, use this.
Yeah.
Use her."
Yeah, well, I appreciate that so much. I do love to help people and, just you saying the
You.
Skylight on the podcast, maybe Skylight would be so nice to listen to the podcast and we tag them in it. And then
And you gotta
and
they
now
gotta
you have
sponsor you.
yeah,
Sponsor her.
yeah, now but maybe you'll get like 17 free ones for telling everybody about it. Because
Oh.
you're the one that's you're the one that's telling it. I don't have it yet. I don't have it yet, Skylight, just saying. Just at
Yeah, she needs
Unpacking
one,
with Jennifer
Skylight. She
Satel,
needs
just
one.
saying.
Yep.
Um, I still do it the old-fashioned way with a pen and a paper.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. But yeah, that's actually honestly, if you love it, I mean, anything that helps kind of keep things in line, whatever that looks like for anybody. Obviously, I always say that my services are so great because they make you mentally just kind of clear out some of that clutter.
Yes.
But you've done such a good job, and I don't want to sound like a little like, oh, you're such a good girl, but you really have changed just in the time that I've known you in terms of how you are, just like your thought process, and just kind of like you've kind of centered yourself a little bit more, and you're doing it, and you're doing a really great job. So those days where you feel like procrastinating and not going through that bin, and maybe this time when I see you, you will, and if not, maybe it's next time. But you've done so
It's this
good.
time.
It's this time because I'm going to put it on your pillow, and then you won't be able
I'm
to
gonna
go to
do it.
sleep.
Yeah.
All your shit, throw it
No,
on the.
you you gave me all throw the pillow on there. I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah, you throw it on top.
I can wedge it."
You're like, "What
I
are those
can't
lumps
see
and
it.
bumps? It's totally fine. Everything's fine." Um,
Serenity's like, "What's this?"
Serenity's like, "What about my pillow?" But yeah, so with all of that being said, because we're gonna do like a wrap up right now, because I absolutely want to talk to you some more, but obviously at another time. But I just want to say, you've done such a good job, a great job, and people out there listening, like, don't beat yourself up every day. It's not all Instagram perfect. It's not picture perfect. I've said
No.
this before. It's what's perfect for you and what works for you. Now, Adrienne has bought a lot of things in her life that she thought would be helpful, and they're not so much, and that's okay, right? We do that. But now she found something
Yeah.
that, maybe this is the last thing that's going to be amazing. It's digital. You don't have to worry about it. It's great. But this isn't about that. It's just about like, just don't beat yourself up. You'll find something that works for you. Sometimes it's having someone in the house like myself or another organizer, preferably myself, and
You.
you know what I mean, and help you come up with those systems. But some people need, I don't live in your house. Most people want me to, but I don't. But also tricks and stuff like that that help, like tools and tricks that you find, that people find. Just don't beat yourself up every day. Like every day is not perfect. And some days you wake up and you're like, fuck this. And then tomorrow's a new day, Maybe you want to just watch Gilmore Girls. She's always watching Gilmore Girls when I'm there, man. I'm like, aren't
It's
you
a good
over?
background show.
How many shows is this?
No.
How many seasons is this? Because I feel like I've seen this for 42 years.
You can't be over it. It's like Friends. It's like,
It's true.
there's some shows that you can How I Met Your Mother, you can just have out in the
All the time.
background
Yep.
and just
All
all
the
the
time.
time.
Yes.
They're just easy to listen to and what they're talking about. So.
Yes. And so just like with everybody, like I hope you can relate to her story. I hope you can relate to our conversation and know that I love her dearly, and she is a friend as well as a client. And I'm so thankful that Michelle introduced me to her, and just like certain people come into your life for many reasons, and she is one of those people. And just, take every day as a grain of, take every day one day at a time. Like she says, just take it, enjoy it. And maybe today's not the best day, but tomorrow will be better. And Adrienne's awesome. All of her information will be on there in terms of the website when she gets, or the Facebook page, whatever. And if you guys want to help Elks, anything she can help you with, please reach out, because she has a heart of gold, you guys, and she's awesome. So thank you so much, Adrienne, for being here today.
You. Thank
I
you
love
so
you.
much.
And have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.
All right, you too.
Bye. Bye. Hi.
Bye. Hi.
That's a wrap on today's episode of Unpacking with Jennifer. I hope you're walking away with a little inspiration and a few practical tips to make life at home just a little bit easier. If you love the episode, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a new one. And if you found it helpful, I'd love if you left a quick review. It helps more moms like us find the show. This episode was engineered by Robert Altschuler. Music by Coldfire. Recorded and mixed at Command Recording Studios.